Welcome to the beautiful Irish summer. This is the 4th of July, as you can see. Beautiful day. The sun is shining. I'm having a great time. And yes, this weather being an all-year event does contribute to the state of the mental health of this country. It's also one of the reasons why Here Comes the Sun was written by the Beatles. Seriously. It's because having sun in this country is so noteworthy. It was deserving of having a song written about it. Because we never get the sun. So here I am in the graveyard, as promised, with construction in the background. I'm gonna react to some Goths today. Does that sound good? Wind actually blew over the tripod. Very good. That's how windy it is right now. I hate that Goth baddies is actually like a popular search term. That makes me upset that that's the case. Very good. Very obvious signs of newbie gains, but who am I to judge? Newbie gains are gains nonetheless. We need more of this. We need more boys lifting. More Goth boys going down the gym, lifting weights, which is what I'm gonna be doing next. I'm gonna be going down the gym, lifting weights, live streaming it to YouTube, so check that out. Sisters of Mercy. More dudes. Corpo Goth. I love this. I love the concept of Corpo Goth, or what do they call it? Clean Goth was like the new thing they were trying to call it. It's basically just covert Goth. You get to stay sleek and sexy and gothic without getting sent home like a child by the teachers, by your manager, quote unquote. Starting to rain. You know what I remember? First time I came over to this country, and I had this terrible job. I was working at a phone company. It was mobile, it was Vodafone. I was working for Vodafone inbound sales and retentions. If you don't know what retentions are, basically it was my job to make sure that disgruntled customers did not leave the company. Terrible, terrible job to have. People were calling up pissed off. They couldn't get the phone they wanted, or they were pissed off because they couldn't leave as easily as they thought they could, but that's neither here nor there. But while I was in training, they did like a dress down day, like a casual Friday, and they said, yeah, Friday you can come in dressed however you like. You can pretty much dress however you want. And so I did. And I got sent home immediately because of something I was wearing. I think maybe the New Rocks. I think I was wearing New Rocks or something. There was a problem with the New Rocks I was wearing. Unbelievable. Sent home, middle of the day, grown-ass adult, sent home like a child. This is why things like Corpo Goth are super important, so you can scratch that fashionable itch without being sent home like a child in your adult years. They make jewelry now? That's kind of cool. The way she got into Goth, though, is not the coolest way. It's not the image that we kind of want to be putting out there about Goth. You know, some sort of trauma that pushed us towards this subculture. It's not really what we're going for. Well, this is cool that they're selling jewelry now. Capitalist Goth. Yes! Selling things. Use of Rammstein again. A very cliche. You love to see it, man. Goths making cash, exploiting the system, working harder than others in order to gain more. It's the capitalist spirit, baby. You sick of not having anything? Communism's not the way to go. Just work a bit harder.
You're going to die doing this. You're going to die in that stupid costume.
Please tell me this is not happening. Please tell me this is not why it's majority chicks getting into Goth. Because you're Taylor Swifting into it. Please tell me you're not doing this. See, this is one of those stereotypes that I would much prefer we try and stay away from in the Goth community. Even if this is satire and it's a joke, whatever. I would very much prefer that we maintain this idea that Goth is not about something that trauma has incited or some sort of reaction to something terrible that's happened to us. It's more something that we have an innate interest in, right? It's something we actually wanted to get involved in. We find interesting. We find all this kind of dead shit interesting and macabre. Because you don't want to give people this ammunition against Goth, you know? Like the whole idea of it, the whole reason it exists is because we're just damaged, broken individuals who haven't dealt with our trauma yet. This is what this whole Disney bullshit is. You know, at the end of the movie, after the plot has finished, suddenly the goth chick's not goth anymore because she's dealt with her troubles. She's dealt with her trauma, and now she's a nice, normal, happy girl that wears pink and stuff now. Like, being goth is like a temporary state, and it's cured. It's curable through therapy and talking to your parents and appearing at church. Certainly devalues how incredible our outfits are, doesn't it? This is just the result of something that we haven't dealt with yet in our lives. We haven't had enough therapy to cure. It sucks. This is not the version of goth I would like to perpetuate. I've been doing this for ages, man, because I thought it was cool. Do you know what? It's really funny. This photo that I took back in 2010, I think? 2010. This photo was taken in a graveyard that's over there, 100 meters from where I am. That's where I took that photo. And look at that, 15 years later, still doing it, still in the graveyard, still being a cliche. Let's find somewhere less windy to sit, shall we? Oh, it's like the newer corner. Man, I really hate the wind. Like a lot. That's why I cut my hair short, seriously, because of the wind. I'm not even joking. Oh, that's a good shot. You just can't do anything with this wind. The wind is so bad, it's blowing the camera over. I'm so happy I'm not coming across gooner bait shit. Like, super happy about it. But yes, let's not perpetuate the stereotype that we're getting into this because we've had our hearts broken.
I had a good idea, which
I doubt it.
Where to find a goth girlfriend in summer. So now that the temperatures are going up, the goths don't go outside anymore. You're asking yourselves why? Because their makeup wouldn't hold. So where do you find one?
I disagree. I think makeup is far, far more in peril in places like this, where water just washes it off your face and the wind blows your perfectly back-combed, teased hair to pieces. By the time you get to the goth club, you don't even look like you even got ready that morning.
Just find the most normal-looking house and break into it. Maybe it's like a little Pokemon box. If you rip it open, go inside, maybe you'll find something good.
Break into people's houses to find a goth girl. Call to action. What was your call to action in a recent video? Oh, I told people to break into houses looking for goth chicks. Look, I really can't stress this enough. Do not be actively seeking to date a goth chick. They're not good for you, okay? There's this meme going around about, oh, my best friend guy dated a goth chick and now he's traumatized forever. He can't get over it. You're getting into a subculture that treats its men badly. They treat them like shit. How long do you think you can put up with that? No chick is that hot. Just saying. Have some standards. Ah, yes. The duality of every single goth chick in existence. Yep. Cliche. Utter cliche. See, the thing is, the whole point about being a goth is about individualism. It's about being different. In fact, real goths don't even like being called goths. Do you remember when I said that? And everyone was just like, oh, you said you're not a goth. Like, now we're all realizing that's probably the gothest thing you could possibly do. There should not be a cliche, a notable consistency between goths. We should all be different. And yet here we are, goth chicks, being a recognizable archetype. This is not good. These are not good qualities to have. You should not be striving to maintain the cliche. You see, the thing is, we should all be mad that cartoons created this ridiculous perception of goths, that we all have boxes that need to be ticked. And I feel like a lot of people are sort of acting in that way as well, don't you think? You don't dress goth, can't be one. You don't listen to the music, can't be one. You're too manly, you're not gay, not a woman. It benefits nobody by maintaining this cliche in order to maintain an easy classification so that you don't risk being called not a goth, because I know that's why you're all doing it. You're all doing it because as long as it's easy to classify, it's easy to fit within it, and then it's easy to get the title applied to you by strangers on the internet, which seems to be like the most official way of being a goth, is by other people saying you are. You can no longer just say you are a goth. You have to have other people to agree with you. This is ridiculous. You should not be striving for other people's approval to get the qualification It's like, congratulations, you were successful in your interview with these random strangers on the internet who think they're more goth than others, even though this is impossible to quantify. And we're happy to inform you via email that you are in fact a goth. Go forth and continue. No, I feel like it's good. In fact, I think it's fantastic for the subculture to maintain a little bit of ambiguity. Are they goth? Is he a goth? Is that goth to do that? Is that a goth thing to think? Stop trying to fit in. Stop trying to act all super goth on the internet in order to get people to say you're goth. Stop doing goofy dances in your bedroom or in graveyards to get people to be like, oh, yep, that's definitely goth. That's exactly what they do. I've seen that before. Goths definitely do dance. At nightclubs, that's where they do it. You can't just emulate a goth in your bedroom, taking the authenticity out of it. It's lacking the authenticity by doing your cute little dances. You're just mimicking one. You're reenacting your idea of a goth. This is why whenever I see these videos of goths doing dances in their bedrooms, it's just so cringe. It's just such a cliche. It's like, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to prove to all these internet nobodies how goth you are so that they agree. There's nothing more like kryptonite to a goth than other goths saying, you're not goth. It's like, oh, my heart. Oh, I was so close. Have some personal conviction. You don't need people to say you're goth or agree with you when you say you are one. Get a grip. Grow the f*** up. Stop acting like a goth and just be a goth. It's amazing how liberating it is when you just don't give a shit about people's approval of it. You don't have to wait for other internet goths that you respect to give you the approval you're looking for. What's the most ridiculously stupid goth song I can think of? Oh yeah, Bela Lugosi's Dead, which is not a good song. And let me just say that that's my favorite goth song ever without actually looking through any of the gothic back catalog from the 80s to see if there's any music I actually like. I'm just gonna follow what everyone else says. There's no way you all like the same shit. Seriously. And here's how I know that kind of stuff is happening, because there's a lot of cool music. And like the Susie and the Banshees back catalog, Cockatoo Twins back catalog. There's a lot of new bands going out at the moment making some cool goth shit. No one talks about it. No one puts it in their TikToks. No one's supporting any of that shit. You're all just cherry picking the same songs over and over again because they've been pre-approved by like a group of goths on the internet. It's so clear what you're doing. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm gonna drive home because I have to edit this video. So I had a great day today because I made it a great day. Catch you all next time.